What conversations have you overheard in a language they assumed you don't know? Here's one that I overheard and I live to tell the tale because of it. My wife and I were traveling overnight across North India in an empty train on a not very frequented route. A group of 5 university students boarded our compartment in the early hours of the morning, spotted us and sat together in a row on a free seat facing us out of the 80-odd other free seats available in the compartment. They spoke in low tones but I could hear what they were saying and it didn't take very long for me to realize they were talking about us. I pretended to look out of the window and not pay any attention to them. I also whispered to my wife to do the same and ignore them. That pretense saved my life and perhaps that of my wife as well. The boys conversed in Hindi, which I speak but which they didn't know. For some obscure reason I've always been identified as a Sri Lankan or Malaysian and never as the South Indian that I am. I let people think what they will and these guys probably assumed I was a foreigner or maybe it didn't even occur to them that I might know their language. In the conversation that I overheard, these boys decided to rush us, knock me out, throw me out of the moving train and assault my wife. As simple as that. It didn't take them very long to come to that decision as well, which only goes to prove how psychotic they were, or that they'd done this before. Throwing me out of the running train would have most certainly meant certain death or serious injuries. And once done with her, they were likely to have thrown my wife out of the train as well. I, at first, thought they were just fantasizing about their course of action but soon realized they weren't. I whispered to my wife what they were saying, to discreetly take her Swiss knife out of her bag and keep it ready. I also told her when they rushed us to kick wildly at their groin areas and to slash as many as possible, as viciously as she could. We then waited. And it didn't take them very long to rush us, and rush us they did as one man, all 5 of them.